let's qualify this. There's been a lot of negative reaction from the opponents of the scheme. There is a problem when people who live in a democracy and after a thorough process of consultation will not move their entrenched position because their position has not won the argument. That is the problem that we are dealing with. There's people, predictably, your outers and Justice Project South Africa, who are, even if this were to be reduced to 2 cents a kilometer, will reject it because, in principle, they are against urban tolling. And we can't help such people. I think government has come to a situation, a decision to, lift the burden or ease the burden on the road users. And government has really bent backwards to accommodate the concerns that were raised by citizens. And I think critics like Outer and so on really need to move on now. We've got to build this country, and it does take sacrifices. It does take money to build road infrastructure.
And Vusi, beyond the critics, it's obviously citizens that are going to have to foot this bill. Do you believe that you've managed to win over those motorists who are supposed to, from here on, in about 3 months' time, ensure that they're paying off their e-toll bill?
There are motorists, who see this response as government really having listened to them. I've been listening to radio talk shows. There are people who say, government, you've done a good thing. Of course, there are those who still believe that the system has been scrapped. Our task is to go out there, explain to them the rationale behind the latest move by government and why we need the user pay principle in order to build infrastructure. Infrastructure, I wish we could pray for it to fall from heaven, but it doesn't. Someone has to pay for it.
Vusi, there have been questions around the legality, particularly of linking the e-tolls bills with the renewal of motor vehicle licenses. Please explain it to us and give us clarity. Is it legal what Sanral is doing?
Well, the minister yesterday actually clarified that all these changes, or some of them, will require regulatory and legal processes before, they are implemented. We have given ourselves a period of 18 months in order to institutionalize the new dispensation. And within those 18 months, there will be laws that will be passed in order to make some of these recommendations legal.
So while you're waiting for the 18-month process, if I've heard you correctly, therefore the laws to actually be implemented, what then happens to the project in the meantime? Because according to the Deputy President, in the next 3 months, the new model of e-tolls is going to be implemented. But can this be done if not all legal recourse has been followed?
The Deputy President was very clear. There are certain things that can be implemented within the next 3 months, not everything. So for an example, the new caps, the new tariff. Those are the things we have said as the implementers of this project we can put into place within the next 3 months. There are timelines. Certain things will happen in a period of 6 months, in a period of 9 months, but overall, after 18 months, everything should be in place. So we will implement on a piecemeal basis based on what is now legally possible, what is possible from a systems point of view. We are not going to wait for everything to happen, and then we say, let's implement. As things become ready, we will implement phases on a phases basis.